foster care would love to share their first with you.
You're not too cool for me. And in return, I reciprocate that sentiment. I'll never be too cool for you. I was a man with a plan, but now I'm a dad with a decree, and you can't take that from me. Please let it be noted that I told my job they can dock my pay. Right now it's just too important to take you to school every day. I want to be legendary for you. I want you to puff out your chest when you go to school, the same way I do. I walk taller because of you, because I found everything to live for.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
And welcome back here to Wayzata High School as we get set for the second of our doubleheader here. The Wayzata girls rolling over Armstrong in the girls quarterfinals in Section 6-3A and getting set now for the Royals of Hopkins and the Trojans of Wayzata in the boys contest. And you see the temperature right at about 50, and the wind has definitely died down from what it had been earlier in the day, and I think that'll definitely make for a better game tonight. You're not going to necessarily see one team have the wind and dominate the whole half and all that like you often see in the playoffs.
Right.
And I think it couldn't ask for much more. I mean, I think the players actually like it when it gets a little cooler like this too.
And we're grateful that we don't have snow on the field.
And that could be coming. And let's look at how things shake out in Section 6. Quarterfinal round game tonight with Southwest and Cooper. The 4-5 one could be an interesting one with St. Louis Park and Armstrong. And you look at the other matchups here in this side of the bracket as Washburn and South, and then Wayzata versus Hopkins. If the Trojans were to win, they would be home on Saturday afternoon. But of course, being the number 2 seed, they would have to hope for an upset if they got to the final. It would not be there, it'd be at Southwest. And the Lakers having a really good season, so they get that number 1 seed and potentially a home game. And it's funny how far it's come now. Is teams that you just kind of expect that all these finals will be on a turf field, but that would not be the case if they host. And so to look at the teams meeting, obviously teams know each other very well.
Yep.
And
there's the coin toss. That's Connor Turbin. He is the center referee for this match. AR1 is Brian Kohler. Dennis Gladys will be AR2.
We mentioned Wayzata has not had very many games at all where they've been at full strength. And Joe Highfield, one of their top players and certainly one of the state's top players, did not play in either game against Hopkins. He is playing tonight, though. And obviously he can make a big difference in a game. It's been a tough season for him, in terms of injuries, but certainly a big factor. And there's just been a variety of injuries, too. Coach Duenas was saying, he said, we tend to practice long compared to some teams, and he said, I thought, is it related to that? But none of those injuries were things that would be like overuse kind of things. It was more just fluke things happening, somebody, getting their toe stepped on very hard, and concussion, and just a variety of ailments that you just kind of had to weather the storm. And obviously they've got good depth in their program as you get a look at Dominic, so that certainly helps. And it also, now that you know that you have some guys on the bench that are capable of stepping in if they need to, but you just kind of also sort of thinking, okay, what if we can get everybody at full strength, we're going to be a pretty darn good team. Yeah. And we were saying, too, before the game, as you get a look at the starters for tonight, Hopkins on the left and Wayzata on the right, that I always feel like when you're playing a team in your own conference for a third time like this, like we talked a little bit about in pregame, it kind of takes the mystique away a little bit, I think. The team that's the underdog, that they're not walking onto the field afraid of Wayzata. Right. Not that they don't respect them, obviously. They've gotten beat by him twice and shut out by him twice, but I don't think you're in fear of them like maybe an opponent that you'd never seen before.
Right. Yeah, you're not going to stand there in awe looking at a team that's got the better record.
And obviously, you'd have to say a little more pressure on Wayzata. We've seen a couple of big upsets in playoffs. I understand tonight that the Maple Grove boys, the top seed in Section 5 and ranked number 1, were knocked out. There's a look at the rankings, and Maple Grove eliminated. Champlain Park was eliminated in the quarterfinal round in Section 5, too. So a lot of crazy things can happen at playoff time. And Hopkins is hoping they could add their name to that list of upset winners here. Royals in white, Trojans in gold as we begin play here in the opening half as it's banged high in the air. Highfield coming away with it, sending it left side. Mike Orloff cuts it to the middle. And just knocked away at the last second from Ryan Mahabadi. Now played out to the outside, and not quite able to get there was Eden Wynn. As there is a look at Joe Highfield. As we said, we saw this matchup here very early in the season. Right. He did not play then, and he did not play in the rematch at Hopkins either. So, and from what the coaches were saying, the second game maybe was a little closer. If you remember that first game, Wayzata came out, just dominated the beginning of the game, and they ended up winning 3-0. It could have been more than that, although Hopkins, as the game went on, kind of balanced things out a little bit. But it sounds like, from not having seen it in person, obviously, it sounds like the second game might have been a little bit more even. Trojans looking to jump on them early again here as they work the ball hard up the left side. Cross will come all the way around the horn here, chased down by Wynn. Trying to step through everyone there is Melquist, but banged on out of there. Wayzata will regroup and try and go again here. Knocked away, and it'll be a throw for the Trojans.
So maintaining possession in the Hopkins third of the field.
Knocked away from Orloff. Another throw coming up here for Wayzata.
The other aspect is that neither team is unaware of who's on the field. They know each other. I mean, in these days of soccer in high school, almost all the players know each other from summer programs and traveling programs.
High bouncer there off the throw from Melquist will come all the way through, and so a goal kick upcoming here. Aaron Shinifar, the goalkeeper for Hopkins. That one headed to the outside, and I'll just let it bounce out of play. Melquist throwing way up the line. Nice reception of that ball, too. It was up a high bouncer, but still handled. Now Wynn trying to get that cross away. It'll be a corner kick upcoming as pass attempt blocked there by Jackson Malone. So obviously set pieces can be pretty important come playoff time, even more so than ever, because usually goals are a little harder to come by in the postseason. They're going to go short with it here. Orloff will drop it back into Highfield. Brings it middle, some space to work with, and the shot will bounce wide as the ball just kind of handcuffed Melquist a little bit, and he got a harder touch on that one than he wanted to before he could tee it up. Got a shot away, but didn't really hit it how he wanted. As you see right here, just couldn't control it quickly enough with the left foot and had to hurry the shot a bit.
Yep, you're right, that was hurried. It's interesting on the corner in the girls' game, every single corner that Wayzata had, they did the short pass. There wasn't one single shot that I can remember that went to the goal area. So I wonder if that's becoming a Wayzata tradition or a practice or what.
I think it depends on how people defend you. If they leave that wide open, then you got opportunity to do something with it. That'll be a push called there as Highfield was knocked down, and he's enough of an impact player that teams, change game plans based on him not being there.
Sure.
As Chris Swenson, the Hopkins coach, told us the first time around that they played, and that one will get away. So get a throw here for Hopkins. No score on the board here. We've played about 4.5 minutes, and Wayzata controlling things so far, although nothing dangerous in terms of shot attempts just yet. Royals trying to get a little counterattack going. Now chip to the middle. That one will get all the way through. Going to be a handball, excuse me. And Royals saying that, he tried to say I played it with my shoulder, but referee did not agree.
And last time I looked, the referee gets the final say.
Nice poise there to turn and get that one out of there. Melquist broke that up, though, and now Highfield. Nice ball ahead, and Mahabadi playing it to the outside. Trojans moving upfield nicely. Get it in deep here. Across, didn't have much on it and banged out.
Yeah, there were 3 defenders standing there where that ball ended up. Was it again poking it up front?
Clean play there. Wynn coming up with it.
Yeah, both bodies moved and the ball stood there.
Wynn trying to beat another defender here, but nicely done to stop him there in the corner. Good step up by Malone there for Hopkins to help break that up, but they have to be a little concerned how much defending they're having to do early on here. There's a look at Chris Swenson, the Royals head coach, and he said things have been pretty positive. I mean, obviously they haven't won a ton of games, but he said he feels like his team's hungry and, still very engaged and hoping they can come in here and do some good things. I mean, obviously chances are they're not going to get the volume of chances that Wayzata will. It's just a very skilled team overall, but that doesn't mean you can't win the game.
Oh, absolutely. And like we said in the first game, the team that's the underdog, all they have to do is hang around long enough and then make things happen.
Cross here, and it'll come all the way around. Back to the front, and Shinafar will come up and scoop it up for the Royals.
That was a nice reaction by Chinavar.
Couple of headers here, and now Wynn trapping it down, finds Highfield. Nicely done to move upfield and back to Wynn. Boy, a lot of teams go a whole season without completing that kind of string of passes together.
Exactly.
Melquist gonna serve one in, looking for that far header. Royals stick with it though, and they'll get it out for the moment anyway. But then Melquist intercepting. And then that one is retaken. Hopkins kind of seeming back on their heels a little bit though. They've been forced to play all D early on.
Yeah, they're spending way too much time in their third. There's a trip that'll be called. Could potentially be a yellow, but I don't think they're going to call a yellow.
Ty Perkins, the freshman, got the trip, but it's could be a relatively dangerous spot here for a free kick for the Trojans.
You see it again? These are so dangerous. Luckily, he landed without being hit bad on that knee. There's a Highfield sizing it up. Nope. Yeah, there he is.
He will step in with the left foot and drills it wide. So a goal kick upcoming here for Hopkins. Trying to create a little confusion as Akibwe stepped around it, and then Highfield looking to curve it into that far corner.
It's a little bit too much arc.
Highfield with the header, then Melquist jumps in to help out, finding Wynn up that right wing. Nice ball ahead to Melquist, crosses it out front, and just knocked out of there. And Wynn charging in, ended up overrunning it. Not a mistake on his part, just that it happened to be where the ball bounced. Around the horn they'll go, and that's another nice thing about them. So many teams get to be too right-handed or too left-handed. You don't necessarily see that with the Trojans. They're conscious of using the whole field. Highfield trying to drive that one through a pack. Malone got a piece of it. Back over to Melquist. Here's Wynn. Sending one into the middle, and now an opportunity on the shot. Oh, and Shinovar makes the save there. Went low with that shot. Nice little drop pass back there. And I think the crowd almost kind of served as cover there, a little screen, and it was hard to see it coming, even though it wasn't a super rocket shot or anything. It was dangerous.
Yes, it was, and it was well placed too. Hopkins trying to get something going.
Griffin Price sending it across, but that'll be intercepted and then deflected out. So a throw for the Trojans coming here. There's Dominic Duenas. Long time in the program prior to being the head coach too, and now 14th season. Boy, time really flies.
Yep. And as always, he always has shorts on. It could be 10 degrees above zero, and he's going to have shorts on. It's just the way it is, folks. You got to love it.
Highfield with a little space to work with here, cutting it to the middle. That pass deflected.
Yeah, they're marking Highfield awfully tight.
Yeah, and coach was telling me that Minnetonka, he said right from the opening second of the game the other day, they were like, somebody is marking Highfield all over the field. We don't care what they're not going to do anything else but try and deny him an opportunity. And
yeah, you're the shadow, and you're going to stick with them no matter what.
And that's another thing about being a really good team and at playoff time is you have to kind of adjust to a team that maybe plays a lot of guys in the back and just trying to defend and fight you off, and that can get frustrating if you're not ready for it, and that's something that I'm sure they've worked on too. Because ultimately all kinds of ball control, if it doesn't lead to goals, can after a while kind of start to wear on you a little bit.
Yeah, then you find openings where the defense moves in the wrong direction.
Jennifer will take the goal kick coming up here for the Royals. Gets a pretty good piece of that one and then headed toward the bench area, but nice fight to keep that one alive for the moment, and then it goes out of play. Throw coming for Wayzata. Trojans trying to go to the attack, but quickly broken up. Now back out it'll come to Wynn. Looking up the line there. Nice interception though. Good work by Malone again. So a throw from Malquist. Wynn, that one deflected on the way in. Malquist though comes back to take it away again. Battle for it up that line. Malquist not giving any ground there as Sawyer Shelton tried to advance it, and it will be a throw for Hopkins. Jackson Malone will trigger it in. They have been stuck in their end of the field really throughout here in this first 14 minutes. High bouncer here. Earhart trying to create pressure there, and it will be a throw coming for Wayzata. Malquist, again, a very strong throw-in specialist.
Boy, that was some throwing.
And did the defender get a piece of that? No, he did not. It'll be a goal kick here for Hopkins. Now, on the one side, Hopkins has very much been pinned in their own zone. However, they have done an okay job of not really allowing like super quality shots so far.
That's true. Wayzata's only had one shot on goal, according to our ace statistician, Mr. Willie Markham.
They'll work that left side this time. Nice reception of that pass and the shot. Ooh, and Jennifer just got a piece of that one as they went short side with it. Orlov, and corner kick upcoming here for the Trojans. Nice little move as he cuts it back and then tries to sneak it in.
Well, that
right-footed shot.
That was a great shot. Here's one up in the corner.
And this time is it in. Trojans with Orlov just missing a moment ago, and this time he's able to put it away, and it's 1-0 in favor of Wayzata. Really struck that one well. He got enough space to work with and puts it into the top corner for his 7th goal of the season. Again, they came with that short corner kick, and that helped lead to it as he sneaks that one up and over. Kind of looked like Shinifar was sort of surveying things out front and maybe wasn't quite in position yet, but nevertheless a well-struck shot. So 1-0 Wayzata.
And they're at it again.
This will be a goal kick here for Hopkins. So it wasn't long after we said they hadn't given up quality chances, and there was 2 in a row. Both by the same young man there, Mike Orlov, the junior. First one was stopped. Second one finds the back of the net. So 1-0 Trojans lead. Header flick there by Nolan Ryder and driven back the other way. Ryder up with it. Royal stringing together a few passes there for one of the first times tonight, but then a quick takeaway and back the other way we go. Wynn. Earhart waiting, so he stayed on side. Now Wynn trying to beat the defender himself here. And let's see, we will get
I think it's going to be
a big goal kick.
It's hard to okay, this is coming right out of our camera. We'll see it. No contact there. Oh, okie That may have been a corner in the replay.
Kind of looked like the AR2 there had as a kind of looking like they were angling toward it being a corner, but center referee said no.
I'm surprised because the AR had a better look at it. But anyway, doesn't matter. Call is made or not made. Was that again with stopping the Royals before they can get into that? Was that a third of defensive side of the field, and they have good transition moving forward.
Boy, I guess, and then back pass taken, but here's Melquist. Boy, does he do this often. Steps in and just gets it right back. Here's Wynn. Putting it out front. That one will bounce through. It comes loose again, though, and here's Orloff trying to get a shot. Deflected. It'll be a corner kick upcoming for Wayzata. Boy, they have looked crisp passing the ball. I mean, I knew they're good, and we've seen them pass the ball well before, but they are really connecting.
Yeah, they're clicking on all cylinders. Let's see if we do the short kick again. I'm going to say, yeah, they got a guy over there already.
Orloff will just give it to Highfield. He chips it out front. Oh, and Shinovar comes out to intercept that one. They were looking for a header, and he read that one well and jumped it.
Yep. Perfect read. Watching the ball come in and then get in there and slap it out of the way.
Kibwe sending it back, but now Ryder picks it up. Takeaway, though, by Akibwe. Working it straight up the gut. He'll chip it, and now it comes down. Highfield trying to gain control. Oh, and he just misses. Went wide of the net. Nice possession there. First to Akibwe, and then he finds Highfield, who's able to control it, or actually Earhart getting a piece of it too, and then
just
volleyed
missed
that one to himself. That one would have been pretty sweet and just about went in.
And again, nice passing, some unselfish moves. Use your teammate. Draw the defense out a little bit.
And once again, a relatively quick takeaway for Wayzata, and they'll try and go back on the attack. Cross was blocked, but still another opportunity. Sent to the front there. Nice header by the D, and they'll clear it for the moment, but then back and forth it goes, and it will be a throw coming for Hopkins, I believe. No, going to be Wayzata. Orloff dropping it back to Highfield.
Into the game for the Travelers, number 4, Eddie Ignatius.
Hopkins trying to get something going a little bit there. Chipped long up the middle. Akibwe's back, though, to head it the other direction. Trying to go up the line with it. Jumping in, though, was Andy Leeson to break that up, and now the race is on up the sideline. It'll be a throw for Hopkins, as that one did not quite stay on the field. Clyde Reddish to throw it in here for the Royals, who trail it 1-0, and most of the play has been in their end of the field, almost entirely, in fact.
Yes.
But they get a little something going up the right side this time, but Akibwe knocking it down. Ryder, though, a nice little move and keeps possession there. Got it over to Shelton. Try to chip it long up that left side. Akibwe was shoved by Ryder. It will be a free kick here for Wayzata. Going to send this one long. It's onside, an opportunity, breakaway chance, and it is a goal. Nice job there by Wynn. Controlling it and sidestepping the keeper. Boy, did they catch Hopkins off guard. A long pass. After the free kick, they went short and then just drove it ahead, and that ball coming all the way through, and Wynn Did a great job of staying on side there, and he's able to bury it.
You know, we talk so much about transition and the advantage that it can give to you. Watch this. This is the end of it. When it's way behind everybody, goes past the keeper, has an easy shot to make it 2-0.
His 6th goal of the season, so the Trojans continuing to excel and now starting to pay off on the scoreboard as well, as they will go up 2-0 here, a little past the halfway point of this first half. Kibwe, a strong header, and they quickly turn back to offense. Highfield up the left side.
Scoring for Wayzata is number 14, Eden Win. And in for the Reds is number 8, Kai Poker.
They're hungry for more here. Highfield chipping it to the front, but that one banged out of there. Served in again and headed away. Bennett Miklos doing the job defensively. Here's Cam Williams now in there for the Trojans, and he was shoved just as he made that pass. So it's going to be a free kick from just a yard or so outside of the box. Is right here as he gets that away.
He had his arm on the inside of the shoulder.
Melquist will take the free kick here, or gonna have Highfield and Melquist both in that spot and try and create some uncertainty on the D here. Melquist will give it up to Highfield. Wait a minute. Apparently wasn't ready for play yet.
Right. Just the ball ends up a little bit further out now, but that's okay.
See if they do the same thing again. No, Melquist going to chip it far post. Little battle in close. Here's a shot and a goal.
Wow.
Wayzata will strike again. It's going to be Win again. Right place at the right time. And he pops that one in for a 3-0 lead.
Perfect.
No, wait a minute. Looks like this is not going to count. I think I heard the word handball.
Okay.
It did hit his hand after. Okay, wipe it out. No goal. So we'll stay at 2-0. Kind of an inadvertent one, but I could see definitely on that replay that it did come up and.
Yeah, made the contact, and that's what you got to call.
So Hopkins escapes trouble there. Williams intercepting it there, and now we get a foul call against Wayzata. Another look, watch as it comes right there into the elbow, actually, of Wynn. It goes off the defender, then hits
and then
his
up
arm.
the elbow. Yeah, you're right. Good call.
And I don't think the center referee saw that. I think he got help, because I think initially it was going to be ruled a goal, but then they conferred and said handball. So we stay at 2-0 favor of Wayzata. Well, it's hard to say, but with the volume of chances they're generating, there may very well be another couple goals even in this half.
It's possible, yeah. The way they're attacking, the way they're moving the ball, they're getting some quality setups, and they're also being very, very patient while still a little bit on the aggressive side. Nice deep kick getting the ball into the Wayzata zone.
And Peter Eklund got plenty of that one, but quick takeaway, and here come the Trojans now.
Got a guy up the center.
Oh, it just broken up as he tried to swing it through, but they get it back. Williams sending it over to Earhart, and then they'll poke it back. Melquist. Nice, over to Highfield. Jab loose, but they still have numbers up. Williams. That pass just chipped away there. Good step in by Roman Madison to get a piece of that. And it'll be
Hopkins
throw. Looks like we've got everybody in who's coming in, so throw here for the Royals. Otto getting it ahead to Ryder. A little too much dribbling there, and it was knocked away, and here come the Trojans back. Oops, pass behind Cam Williams there. Tried to put on the brakes, but realized it was too far behind him. Throw coming for Hopkins.
And that's one of the few times that their passes did not connect.
I watched a couple of these earlier runs too. Williams can really run. He's a good player overall, but he also is extremely fast. And Ryder not happy with this call here. Kind of sticking up for his teammate, and they're continuing to protest a little bit. So free kick here for Melquist. Knocked down by Price though. Price will drop it back, and they look to go long with it. Might be too long, I think. I think we must have had a foul call on Hopkins, because I heard that whistle earlier there. So
yeah, Hopkins racking up the fouls. They got 7 already.
And it's important to not get frustrated and really cost yourself good opportunities here. I mean, easier said than done against a high-quality team like this, but
yeah, you risk losing your focus. Throw in by the Royals, up in the air.
Little battle for it here. It goes off the referee.
Yeah, he's gonna stop and do a drop because it hit the referee. Again, this is Connor Tobin. He's the center referee for this match.
Keebway dishes it to the outside, and they'll look to attack on the left. Another throw coming here for Wayzata. So we saw Wynn working a lot on the right side earlier, and now on the left. He's going to check out, in fact.
Get a little bit of a rest.
Orlov comes back in. And they'll throw it toward him in the corner. Volleyed it over the defender, but then a little help arrived for the Royals. Can't get it out, at least so far. Ooh, nice takeaway, and all of a sudden Wayzata's back on offense. Drilled back out. All by himself, though, was Elijah Anderson for Hopkins. Now Williams jumping in. Eddie Ignatius sending it back toward Williams. Ooh, and that one snuck through the defender. And Shinifar grabbing it. Almost looked like his defender let it go, and he was not expecting that.
Yeah, you wonder about this. Did the communications break down here on the defense? Oh, he tried to snag it, but then it went through.
Sometimes those can be trouble if you deflect it the wrong way there too. Yep. So you might have been smarter to let that go.
Right.
There's a look at Jack Roach. We haven't really had the opportunity to say his name. He's a great goalkeeper, but he hasn't had any work to speak of tonight at all.
Nope. Looking over at the chart, there's no shots on goal.
Foul's going to be called on Melquist here as
running over the top.
And he got the better of that collision with Griffin Price.
So this time Price gets the foul call the way he wanted it. Here's it again. Yeah, definitely over the back. No question about that one. Boy, Bryce took that one pretty hard when it came down.
And Price, I think the referee's telling him,
yeah,
you go over and get checked out.
Get checked out, yeah. He came down pretty hard.
Price may have been trying to say, I'm okay, I can stay in, but
yeah, he wants to. You can see he wants to get back in again, but I don't think the referee's going to let him do that. Yeah, he's pleading his case that he's fine. So he may be coming in the next rotation.
Eklund will take the free kick here for Hopkins, just in the Wayzata side of midfield. And the official's going to discuss this here.
Can you reset the clock to 9 minutes even, please?
Going to put 10 seconds back on the clock. So just about ready to go again as Eklund will put his foot into it. Hopkins here would love to generate something off this and see if they couldn't cut that lead in half. Roach going to come way out though, and he'll grab it up. He'll distribute here instead of putting his foot to it. Trying to go up the line and hugged the line for quite a while, but too hard to get to. We'll get a throw coming here for Hopkins. Eklund will drop it back to his keeper, Shinafar here. Booted long up the middle, but volleyed right back the other way. Now Orloff coming away with it. Orloff walking in, but just, ooh, and then a big collision at the end, and Shinafar slow to get up.
Oh, he got hit in the head. He is absolutely in some pain down there.
Looks like he might be holding his eye.
I can't tell.
You see right here, it might have possibly been his own guy that ran into him there. Oh no, it was Orloff. Definitely was Orloff. Got the shoulder up into him.
I think he turned him around and then to see where the contact is made when he went down. Right there. That's the surface of the turf that got to him.
No, it was Orloff that nailed him.
Yes. Yeah, hit him in the shoulder, turned him around, and then fell down.
It hit him right in the face, around the eye. Take a quick time out here. Let's hope Aaron's going to be okay here. 2-0 Wayzata our score late in the first half. Section 6 3A boys soccer quarterfinals on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Well, Aaron Shinafar is up talking with the trainer, and we'll have to see if he's going to be able to come in or stay in. It looks like not for the moment anyway. Nick Messerly 8th grader will come in to replace him. Hard to say if this will be a short-term thing or.
Well, I'm guessing that if he gets checked out and they say he's going to be able to come back in, he'll come back in a few minutes. But meantime, he's going to be off to the side, getting the proper attention.
Goaltender Hopkins, number 1-0.
So Messerly coming in. We'll see if that'll be for the remainder of the night or maybe the remainder of the half or maybe shorter than that. We'll see. So Trojans not going to show any mercy here. They'll look to go on the attack right away. Here's a shot by Orlov, and Messerly, with probably 20 seconds or so after coming in, has to make a relatively difficult save there.
Yeah, welcome to the game.
Highfield picking that off. Now Wynn. Wynn will drop it back to Melquist. Melquist curving one out front. Trapped down. Here's a shot. Ooh, and Orlov got underneath it and drives it over the top. Kind of hard to control that bouncing ball a little bit and just got under it.
Yeah, especially when your eyes get big as saucers trying to take that shot.
Well, one thing you just noticed right away is that Messerly is a much smaller goalkeeper than Shinapar, too. Yeah. So you have, in your mind, you're probably thinking we can go top corner on this guy.
Well, that would be the correct analysis.
Nice little move there by Madison. Royals trying to get something going. And we're going to get a foul called against Melquist, and it's going to be a yellow card, in fact.
It's probably a buildup of aggressive play beforehand.
So Melquist will be sent off with the yellow, right?
Oh, yep, missed the ball. Give him a hip check.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think a foul, yes. A yellow probably had to do with just how the game has been, going upward in physical play. I think Melquist kind of thinking the same, like maybe probably undoubtedly a foul, but I was surprised to see the yellow come out there. Played long, Wynn able to track it down. And then that one bangs off the defender, and Messerly will scoop it up. Messerly getting set to boot this one, and he does. Pass drop back there to Perkins. Reddish gaining control, finds Ryder, but there's a Kibwe with a clean takeaway and leading it back the other way. He'll look for Orlov up the left side, but couldn't quite control it as he tried to chest trap it down. Get a throw here for Hopkins. Still 2-0 Wayzata. We thought there was a third Wayzata goal, but there was a handball called that wiped that out. So we stay at 2-0. Trojans have definitely dominated, though. Akibwe carrying it. Wynn open to the outside. Pass is deflected. And a follow-up is going to roll away wide. You can see Hopkins, I don't want to say they're conceding the wings on the outside, but they're trying to pack into the middle, and then that's allowing some room for Wynn and Orlov and others to work, wide on the field there.
Yeah, they seem to be packing the defense right around the goal area.
Eklund will kick it.
Yeah, and that may not be a good strategy because when they start sending that ball back on the crosses, they can find somebody open.
Here's Wynn. Wagner and Messerly juggles and hangs on there for the Royals. You know, as a keeper, you always want to be ready, but you don't want to see your teammate get hurt to give you, you know, the opportunity to get in there and play. But
right,
that's the scenario he's faced with here tonight. Nice step up to take it there by Wagner. Got it to the outside. Orloff chipping it out front, and a strong header to break that up. Malone getting back for the Royals. Here's Akibwe jumping that one. Now Highfield. Highfield walking in, and he will tuck it inside the post. Wow, couldn't place it much better there. He decided, I'm not going to blast it. I'm going to find the right spot, and not much opportunity for Messerly there, and Highfield puts it away.
Well, that was a perfect finesse shot. Watch this again. Left-footed, curves it around just inside the post. That was beautiful.
Be his 4th goal of the season. Again, an injury-plagued season. He hasn't played all that much.
Wow. Can't fault the keeper for that one. That was an absolute magic shot.
And when you see that one, it kind of makes you smile when you think about how many times guys drive one 100 miles an hour, but it goes over the net.
Right. A lot. You see that a lot. But yeah, that was a perfect finesse. Take your time. You know you got the right,
and they even
right angle.
Kind of put that little bit of English on it to curve it around him too.
That's the thing. You know, the wonder about soccer is you use your foot like you use a golf club. You can put spin on it to go left or right.
Played up the outside, and that one going to be a goal kick here for Roach. So Wayzata now getting that 3rd goal after having what appeared to be a 3rd goal wiped off by a handball earlier. So they leading at 3-0 as we go down to 2 minutes to play in this opening half, and they have looked, I think, really sharp here tonight.
Yes, I agree.
Oops, Wynn will be called for the foul there as he got the little nudge just when Eklund was starting to jump. And when you're just left your feet, you're very vulnerable to any little push, and he went flying. And they're actually going to have Messerly, the keeper, come up and take this kick. Maybe a little bit of a gamble if you lose possession immediately. I'm sorry, not Messerly. Shinifar has come back in. Yeah. Driving this one, Roach up in traffic and able to come away with that one. So good to see Shinifar is back in there now.
Yeah, not only that, but he almost got himself an assist on a goal.
Ryder trying to put a move on there. Banged out of there though. And this one popped high in the air and we'll get out of play. A throw coming for Hopkins. One of the very few times the Wayzata defense has had to kind of just react and get it out of there. Onto the foot of Wynn. And that pass deflected and ultimately stolen there. Price trying to get control of it, but Wagner knocks it over to Wynn. Finding Highfield in the middle. Ooh, and a nice takeaway there. And his pocket picked that time by Perkins.
Perkins poking his foot in there and getting the ball out.
10,
nice
9,
play.
8, 7.
So we're going to tick down to the end of the first half before they get a chance to put this one back in play. So our halftime score, the Trojans, the number 2 seed, dominate the first half over number 7 seed Hopkins here in the Section 6 3A quarterfinals. Wayzata 3 and Hopkins nothing. We'll have our first half highlights and stats, and then half number 2 here. Boys soccer playoffs on CCX.
I tell my son, I love you every single day.
I love you.
Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How is it? Is it good?
Emotes say a lot, but they can't say it all. Think your guildmate is struggling? Try these dialogue options. Go beyond emotes. Check in with your guildmates at seizetheawkward.org.
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is him. Every day he's hungry for something. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that he's a good person. I think the advice I would give is you don't need to know all the answers. It's okay to make mistakes. As long as it's coming from love, then it kind of starts to work itself out.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is.
Keep going with it. Leo! They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there, choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Wayzata taking care of business so far in this first half, leading Hopkins by a score of 3-0 here in the Section 6-3A quarterfinals as we take a look at some of our first half highlights. And Wayzata, even though it took a little while before they started to really get quality shots, they really just took the play over right from the get-go here. And another look as Orloff drives in the shot there. Another look at it as he finds the angle right underneath into the top corner. Made it 1-0, and long pass ahead, and watch Wynn. Boy, that was just a great ball to him. He's on a breakaway there, steps around Shinifar and puts it away to make it a 2-0 lead for the Trojans. And here's one that we thought was going to be a goal, but it went off the elbow of Wynn. He puts it in, but it did not count. And then the collision there that ended up hitting Shinifar up high. And Messerly, his backup, had to come in, make a save there, but watch Joe Highfield just curve one right inside the goalpost there. That one made it 3-0 in favor of the Trojans as they dominated this first half.
And the numbers back it up. 12 shots to 2 for Wayzata, 7 to 1 shots on goal. Fouls pretty even, 5-7, and corner kicks, Wayzata with a 2-0 advantage.
So the one bit of good news for Hopkins is Shinifar did come back into the game late in the half, so we expect that he'll be in goal to begin half number 2, but obviously they've got their work cut out. This one has been pretty much all Wayzata so far, and they'll try and keep that up in the half number 2. Hopkins hoping to chip away. 3-0 Trojans. We'll take a timeout, and then our second half of soccer will begin here on CCX.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR, it's all good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go.
Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckle tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand, trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover their unique mix of all kinds of traits.
Where'd Wiley go? Where's Wiley? Ah, there she is. Paw?
Do you remember being an ancient wolf? Do you ever feel the call of the wild?
You're a renegade cop, and I'm a con woman with nothing to prove. But together, we could really solve this murder.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but all of them are pure love.
And welcome back here to Wayzata High School. A cool but great evening here. Kind of starting to have a little Halloween look here as we get to the midpoint of October. And really can't complain too much at all about the weather we've had for the most part this fall. There were a couple nights early where teams had some postponements with lightning action, but overall it's been pretty good. And when you get, to section semifinal or whatever and still haven't had too much to deal with weather-wise, you got to view that as a victory.
Yep, and we've had our share in the past.
Sounds like Saturday for when the semis are in this section should be pretty good. Not super warm, but again for mid-October, not bad. Wayzata right now, I think, again, haven't had that many games where they've had their full lineup in. So I think that they still view this second half as another important 40 minutes to be able to gel and everything. They definitely don't want to be taking their foot off the gas in this one. And not to say you want to run up a score or whatnot, but just keep playing well, keep being sharp.
No, that's the perfect word for it, is gel, because not first time in a long time that they have all their players back healthy. Now they got to start making sure that they can feel where your teammate's going to be for passes. Well, they've been doing a terrific job of passing, possessing, patient on quality shots. It's been paying off on 12 shots and 7 on goal.
Yeah, and I think they've done a pretty good job, too, of sort of taking what Hopkins gives them, too. If the Royals are going to pack it back in, okay, we're going to use the field. We're going to spread you out and stretch you out a little bit. Peanuts. So here we go in half number 2. Royals trying to get something going as they start from the back. They're going to let their keeper, Shinifar, touch it. And again, he is back in there after going out with an injury for a while. He came back in very late in the first half and took a free kick that actually ended up being in on goal on Jack Roach. There's a look at Aaron. So glad to see that he is seemingly feeling okay or well enough to be in there. And driven hard up the left side. Orloff able to track it down. And then not able to control it, though, enough as he tried to go along the line past the defender. We'll get a goal kick here for Hopkins. Wayzata's skill level really showing here tonight. And you get back, you kind of forget that. I mean, it was still, don't get me wrong, it was still a very good regular season, but they had 2 losses and 2 ties. But you go back to the beginning of the year where a lot of people felt like this was the best team in the state. And I think there's an opportunity that it might still be. And I feel better saying that now that Maple Grove has been eliminated, another team in our area that they lost in their semifinal in Section 5, and they were undefeated, ranked number 1. So it'd be, you don't want to throw one ahead of the other, and even though we knew that they were both really good, but Crimson are out. Throw for Henry Rizzer for Hopkins. Headed to the front, and now the Trojans banging out of there. And Earhart does a nice job of getting it up the right side. Win. Now a little give and go back for Earhart, and it's going to roll just wide of the mark. And Shinovar was coming out, and again, like he had earlier, one defender, one forward charging at him here, and he wasn't sure exactly how hard. I kind of feel like he was a little bit hesitant that time to get run over again.
That could be the case because they were coming at him, and he didn't miss by much.
That one is going to roll wide. It'll be a goal kick upcoming. Driven back out near midfield. And that one's going to get out of play, so get a throw here for Wayzata. Royals got hemmed in and then turn it over. It's got to be a little bit demoralizing when, so many times when they've gotten possession, they lose it immediately.
Yes. I noticed the same thing. It's not that they give it away, it's being taken away.
Yeah, besides having, here's a high rising shot. Besides having a lot of skill, the Wayzata guys seem like they read the field very well. I mean, they're experienced players. Their positioning is sound, and whether it be offensively or defensively.
Well, they know how to not only play their position, but stay where they're supposed to be. Defense has been pretty tight in the back. Offense obviously has been possessing and moving the ball almost at will.
Takeaway here, and a little opportunity there for Reddish. They'll drop it back. But then that next pass intercepted, as we talked about. Earhart looking to get a little space. Puts it out front. Orlov trying to come down with that one, but Malone banged it out of there. Pass knocked away and immediately taken away again. Sent in, but boomed back out of there. Battle for it in the air as it's flicked high up there.
Oh, what a takeaway.
And a long shot will go bouncing just wide of the mark. As Wagner made a bid there. Shinafar will take this goal kick here for Hopkins. Drop back, and Leeson trying to drill that one in. He'll take the throw, though. Orlov stepping between defenders, then drops the pass back. Mahabadi's shot will go wide of the mark. As a sub, we'll be checking on for Hopkins. Ryder will come in. Wagner getting up for the header there, but the Royals get it back. Hopkins, I guess, has maybe balanced the play out a little bit more, but that, when you're down 3-0, they're still nowhere near getting chances just yet, anyway.
No, and they got to start making those chances happen.
And here's maybe an opportunity, anyway. And that one will roll out, though, and a goal kick upcoming for Roach as they just didn't have the angle to get anything done there.
I think there's just 2 or 3 too many defenders back there.
Leeson sending it long. Earhart does a nice job receiving there. Kemwa jumping in for Hopkins. And sent ahead by Alex Alberti. Swinging around right side now for Hutto for Hopkins. Now Kemwa receiving that pass, but then got it out front too far and driven out of there by Joe Barica. And looks as though they're going to have Shinifar come and take this free kick here again, as he did late in the first half.
Might as well. He's got quite the leg for it. He can get a lot of distance on that kick. Like that.
Knocked back out of there. Wayzata looking to quickly counter.
And they do.
Earhart chasing it down.
3-on-3.
Leeson with a little space here, chipping it to the front. It's headed out of there, but not all the way out. Here's Mahabadi getting a shot. That one deflecting and scooped up there by Shinifar for Hopkins. He surveys the field and then drives it out beyond midfield. Roach, I think, is going to let this one roll to him here.
And distributes the ball. You know, I'm becoming more and more a fan of distributing the ball rather than kicking it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of times it's more or less just a 50-50 ball out to midfield. And
right.
And yeah, for a lot of teams, I think it does make more sense to do it that way, especially if the other team isn't pressing you and they're allowing, they're backing off, where you've got room to get your offense started that way. And also, some of the nights, the wind makes that a more attractive alternative too. That's not really the case here tonight, but
yeah, no, that's true. I think we watched a couple of games this year where that wind was a factor and the keeper was almost forced to distribute the ball rather than try and kick it because they would lose possession. So I think that's a smart thing to do. But what do I know?
Wayzata now taking the opportunity to work some subs. You know, you want to keep sharp and everything we talked about, but you also have guys that have been injured and all that. So you want to use your bench tonight too, and I think they're doing a pretty good job of that part of it as well.
Yeah, they're mixing players in and out at a pretty good rate.
And let's be honest too, they're in a program with a lot of depth, so you don't have to, you know, worry as much, I don't think, as maybe some teams when you're going deep into your bench. You got guys who can know how to play this game pretty well, even if they don't necessarily see a lot of varsity time.
Right.
Sent long up the left side, and that shot will be deflected. A corner upcoming for Wayzata.
That was a weird. That was weird. Okay, let's see if Wayzata does the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna have a talk with both the boys and the girls coaches. I see a definite switch in pattern on these corners.
Go short with it again. Wynn giving it back to Orlov. He'll drop it back. Just got away though. Earhart turns and fires. Whoa, that was a good, hard, low shot. And Shinifar read it well and got over there to make a save. Watch this one as it comes. It gets away right there, but Earhart does a great job shielding the D and then just turns and rips it.
He shot that ball as he was falling down, didn't he?
Yeah, it looked like it. And he a lot to like about that shot. First of all, how he shielded the defender.
Right.
He got away very quick shot. I think that was the best save of the night right there. That was a great shot. And Shinifar, though, just seemed to read it very well.
I think he had a beat on it and saw the play coming and put himself in the right position. But you're right. That was a very, very good shot.
Driven long up the right side as they'll try and let Wynn run to it. to take that left-footed drive, but blocked.
Hopkins with an opportunity for their counter.
Offside
yeah.
there, yeah.
Way offside. I think in frustration shot the ball at the goalkeeper, and Jack just slapped it down with his hand.
Yeah, Ryder
it was
sending
clear.
it up, and Isaac Sanders offside there. Akibwe walking it up here. Now they're going to look to go along with it here.
Yeah, no flag up.
Follow-up chance perhaps. Mahabadi battling through a defender, gets it to the outside. Mahabadi knocking it down, but couldn't get a lot on it there. And Jennifer will come up to grab it here for Hopkins. Still 3-0 Trojans. That was our score here at halftime as well. They've still had the better of it by far in the second half. Maybe not quite as dominant as the first half was, but we have not yet had a goal in this half.
Actually, Hopkins keeping Wayzata to just 4 shots, 1 on goal in the second half.
Here's one sent up the middle, and Barika doing a good job staying with it. And then a long one will roll wide of the mark. So Hopkins, right idea there. See if they couldn't send one through and get an opportunity out of it. But again, Wayzata covering up. Kibwe drilling it hard up the right side. That one a little too far.
Yep.
You know, Wayzata an interesting mix too, because they obviously are very good at short controlled passing, but when the opportunity is there, they're not afraid to drill the ball long, play direct toward the goal too.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that, because not only have the short passes connected, but the long ones are connecting also. They're coming to the right player at the right time, and that's part of their transition on the counter. Hopkins getting the ball back in quickly and losing possession.
And that, unfortunately for them, has been a theme all night long. That,
Yeah.
you know, they've been able to maybe put a pass or two together, but it just seems like they don't keep the ball long. Wayzata has been able to attack and take it back.
It's a good opportunity here for, as you said, and again, a long pass on target.
Orlov tracking it down here.
Nice move.
Cutting it back to the middle. Fires and scores.
Was that sweet?
Oh, you could kind of see that's what he was hoping to set up, was to get the defender coming toward and then just step back to his right foot, and that was perfect.
And just as we saw in the first half, a nice curveball. Watch the curve on this. That is so pretty. That's a lot of practice to kick a ball like that and having the perfect arc right into the no man's land of the keeper's area.
Orlov getting his second of the night. So a 4-0 Trojans lead as we approach the midway point of the second half. Looks very much obviously like they're going to advance to host a game Saturday afternoon. Miles Redmond getting some playing time there, sending it up now to Earhart.
Look for the cross.
And let's see, can the Royals save it? No, it's going to be a corner.
And surprisingly, only the second corner of the second half for the Trojans. Take a little timeout for shoe repair.
Charlie Pillar will take this corner kick for Wayzata as they've continued to work some subs in. And
this is going to be an actual corner. Yep. Goes deep.
header from the that one will bounce wide though, so a goal kick upcoming here for Hopkins. Ryder coming up with this one.
Picked his pocket.
Barika took it back there for Wayzata. Habadi will swing it around right side. And get a call there, and I believe a handball on Williams. So a free kick coming here for Hopkins, but the Royals facing a big deficit here, trailing at 4-0.
Yeah, Hopkins has to get something going quickly to get on the board. There's another long pass onside, but too deep.
Shinapar will come out to scoop it up here for Hopkins. But even that was a good idea. I mean, it didn't quite click, but you put pressure on the defense on a play like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You keep them honest because they know you can do that, and they're not afraid to execute it. You know, normally I don't agree with sending the long ball down and hope something happens. But these long passes have purpose.
Yeah, and I agree with what you said too. It isn't a matter of just I'm going to kick it really far and hope somebody wins the race. Most of these have been actually pretty accurate, directed passes at a teammate. And recognizing when your guy might be able to outrun him to a spot too is a good thing.
Yep, and that puts a lot of pressure on the defense because now they got to break back and cover.
So we get a throw coming here for the Royals as Shelton will trigger it in. And taken away. Here comes Earhart. Trying to spring Williams now as he sends it ahead, but a little too far. They were kind of too close together there to really have much of an angle for that one to work.
So they needed a longer kick.
Battle for it at midfield here. Almost overrun there, but the Royals do keep possession for the moment. Ooh, Earhart. That'll be a foul.
Yep.
Got the hip in there a little bit. He didn't quite get shoulder to shoulder with him there. Peter Eklund will take the free kick. No, he will not. He'll leave it for his keeper as Shinafar coming way out again to take this opportunity for Hopkins.
Yeah, I like this. This guy's got a pretty good leg. Look at this. Whoa.
And obviously it allows you to have one more guy kind of into the mix.
Absolutely.
Up front too then.
Sure. You just have to pray that the defense doesn't get the ball right away and send one down into the empty net.
Here's a long shot, and that'll bounce in and grabbed up there. Yeah, we saw that one. I was trying to remember briefly remember at Cooper when a player realized that the keeper was way out and just about scored from midfield or nearly midfield anyway.
Yeah, he missed the net, but it was wide open. So remember, you were commenting that the keeper has a tendency to come out a little bit and be aggressive. That time he almost got burned.
Yeah, it wasn't quite the same scenario. It wasn't him taking a free kick, but for whatever
the play was coming down, and he decided to come out and try and cut off the angle, but he came out way too far. And I forget who it was. The little lob shot over his head,
and missed the net by about a foot.
Yep.
Lofted back in. Royals would love to at least break the deadlock. I mean, that's the kind of the mini goal to start with here.
Yeah, get something put together so you can get your confidence together. And
Chipped ahead for Earhart. He's alone for the moment, but now help coming behind him. And send it ahead toward Williams. Williams trying to get this ball back, and he'll do it. Earhart leaving it for Williams. Good passing around again, and they find Cam Williams. Oops, that one drilled into a defender. And that'll be a foul call against Wagner. So a free kick coming here for Hopkins. Not that the two teams aren't still playing hard, Sig, but you sort of have the feeling that the inevitable is set in, you know, right now for both teams. I mean, it doesn't have quite the intensity. I think it's safe to say that both teams realize the outcome has been decided now, and now you play out these last 17 minutes or so.
Could be the case. Of course, that doesn't mean Hopkins is giving up. But they've got to be frustrated to be unable to get anything put together. Here's a race for the ball.
And it'll just be cleared out of play there by Eklund.
Yeah, I think Eklund made the right move there. Give your defense a chance to come back into their position.
Well, Bader will take the throw here for Wayzata. Eddie Ignatius back in there. We saw briefly for Wayzata. Little spin move down deep, and that's going to be a goal kick there as Miles Redmond ran out of space. So goal kick Hopkins. Reminder to vote for our CCX Sports Play of the Week. Go to our website, which is ccxmedia.org. Click on Sports and then Play of the Week. Each Monday, 4 new choices go up, and the winner in the previous week is revealed then. So go vote for your favorite each week here on ccxmedia.org. Nice little step through there by Reddish. Oh, he gets the pass away.
Maybe I'm prejudiced, but I like that last goal from Orlov. That was sweet.
That could be a candidate. We'll have to mull that over. Now the little giveaway, and that shot knocked down. Played to the outside. Good hustle to keep that one going there.
Yep, and get the pass off.
Royals coming back the other way. Ryder sending it up the left side, but knocked away. Williams running it down. Now steps to the outside, but that one's going to sail up all the way through. It'll be a goal kick upcoming here for Hopkins.
Shinovar setting up his teammates. Well, he is a good keeper, isn't he?
Get a foul called here against Wayzata, so free kick here for Hopkins. See if Shinovar is going to come all the way up here to take it. I don't think so. That'd be a little bit much to ask to get all the way back.
Yeah,
into your goal from there.
Right. Yeah, if he gets caught in no man's land, it's over.
It'll be Jackson Malone to take this one. Here's a header, but all gold there. And let's see, it's going to be a goal kick up coming here for Trojans. As Thomas Okemo will check back in for the Royals now. There's a look at Thomas. That pass deflected. It'll stay with Wayzata. Throw in front of their bench here. They led 3-0 at halftime. Have added one more here in the second and have really been in control throughout the night here. They had 2 shutouts against Hopkins in the regular season, and they have played quite well here tonight. Here's Sawyer Shelton with a little space to work with here for Hopkins, but then taken away. And then bounced away, much to the frustration there of a Royal. I think it was Hutto who couldn't, or excuse me, Reddish, who just couldn't quite come up with that one. So a throw coming for Wayzata, some more substitutions. And there you see the frustration for Clyde, and that's just kind of how the night's gone for Hopkins here. Redmond will take the throw here for Wayzata. Pinballs back and forth briefly, and Trojans, Williams got it back. They keep it moving up that right side. Cam Williams looking to get a cross away. Now he stops and he'll drop it back instead. And just got away there from Pillar before he could try and think about lining up a shot. It'll be a throw here for Hopkins. Taken there by Risser. And another throw-in coming for the Royals here. High hop. And nice step in to break that one up. So, as we said, the guys coming off the bench are doing a pretty effective job here too. Miles Redmond breaking that one up for Wayzata. Substitutions coming here for both. And new keeper for Wayzata. Working his way into the mix is Caleb Wagner, the sophomore.
Now in for the Trojans in goal is 0 Caleb Wagner.
Another throw coming here for Hopkins as Reddish will take this throw. Kemwa flicking with the heel, and that shot attempt denied. Earhart sending it around, and here the Trojans on the counter. Williams.
Boy, they're so impressive on the counter in their transition.
Williams dropping it back. Earhart. And here's a shot and a goal.
Wow.
Pillar burying it. Good unselfish passing there for the Trojans, and that'll allow Pillar to get the goal. Either of those first 2 guys could have really taken a shot, but they worked it to the middle of the field, and Charlie Pillar there to bury it for Wayzata.
You see it. Nice shot. Just again hugs that that post on the inside of that post.
So make it a 5-0 lead here for the Trojans, and coaches always like to see that too when you get some guys who maybe don't always get, a ton of minutes to be able to come in and get some contribution too. Second goal of the year for Charlie. So free kick upcoming here for Wayzata. And I think, as we talked about earlier, Sig, a few of these Wayzata goals have kind of shown, too, it isn't all about how hard you kick it. It's where you put it, too.
Placement.
Bader's header goes out of play. We'll get a throw coming up here for Hopkins. Reddish taking the throw. Nice little pass there. Kemwa running it down. He'll keep it moving to the left side here. And here's a shot, and that one will sail up high and wide as Wagner watches it go by. As getting a look there was Fernando Villanueva Jimenez for Hopkins, one of the couple guys they added from their JV. So Wagner will take this goal kick here for Wayzata. Wagner, the pressure's on a little bit because obviously his teammates are going to give him grief if they have the shutout and he gives up the goal late a little bit.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I'm sure good-naturedly if anything, but.
But you're right, it does put a little pressure on him.
Up the line it comes, and let's see, that one went out off of Hopkins, so we'll get a throw here for Wayzata.
And of course, Wayzata in no hurry to get this ball back into play.
Redmond lining it up. Nice ball down deep, Earhart. And flicked away from him. It'll be a corner upcoming as Miklos broke that one up, but it does turn into a corner kick for the Trojans here. Not that they need any more opportunities, already up 5-0, but they'll take it as an opportunity to work on some things. And that's the thing you forget too, is even though they're way ahead, a lot of these guys are players who don't play as much. I mean, they're still trying to do what they can to get another goal here.
Absolutely. Another deep one. Kick back.
Boy, an opportunity,
wow.
And his the keeper missed it, trying to come out and punch that one out. Shinifar. And he got a little help from his D, or that one might have been goal number 6. Battle for it there in front of the Royals bench. It'll go out of play and a throw for Hopkins. Quickly broken up though. That one knocked away. It'll be a throw for Wayzata now as we're under 6 to play in the contest. 5-0 Trojans. 3 goals in the first half, 2 here in the second as Williams looking to attack. That'll be another corner kick upcoming here as his cross was knocked away. Pillar lining it up here for the Trojans.
And in the second half, Trojans are now satisfied with the longer corner kicks.
Header, but Earhart will knock it back out wide. And guess what? Another corner kick upcoming. Pillar hooking it out front. Here's the header. And that one just up and over the top. So a goal kick upcoming for Hopkins.
Had the right idea, just could not quite connect.
And we get a foul call against Wayzata, trying to gain position for that ball. I think it was Earhart. So free kick here for the Royals, but their season ticking down here tonight, going to come to an end in this quarterfinal round of the Section 6 tournament. knocked out of play. We get another throw coming for the Royals well up the field here. Again, they would love to at least erase that 0 on the board.
Go for the moral victory or Pyrrhic victory.
Reddish taking the throw. High bouncer in front, knocked out of there. Kept with it for a moment, but then banged out.
But this time, Hopkins maintains control, gets possession back.
Ooh,
whoa, almost exciting.
Yeah, Wagner sidestepping Ryder, who's probably the biggest Royals player there. Didn't want any piece of running into him, so Wagner does a good job to avoid him and
get the
grab
ball.
the ball. Yeah. Chipped up that line there, and then it's going to be Redmond drilling it out, so Hopkins will get a throw. And Trojans looking to counter here as it's 3-on-3. They move it upfield. Williams has a little room here. And he'll send that one through. Noticing one thing about Williams, he may be a little too right foot dominant there. He's been pretty predictable where he's going to go to try and beat them out wide rather than being able to cut it back to the middle of her there. So corner kick upcoming as we go under 2 minutes left in the contest here. 5-0 lead for Wayzata. And that one knocked down by the header, but still dangerous here. Out to the top of the box. That one drilled off the body of Miklos. And it is going to be a corner for Wayzata.
Boy, they're racking up the stats numbers now, aren't they?
Pillar will take this corner kick again for the Trojans.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining.
Strong header there, but they don't get it out. Now a second opportunity will get it out to midfield as we're under a minute left in the contest. Crossing pass there, and a follow-up try is in. Another goal for the Trojans, as it's Pillar pumping it home again for his second of the night.
And does indeed make it 6-0. Here we see it again. Nice cross.
Lighthouse pass will come all the way through, and there's Pillar just stepping in, hitting it perfect under up into the corner. So he gets his second and third goals of the season in the playoff opener. And the Trojans stretch the lead out to 6-0 here. A dominant performance on their home field in the quarterfinal round of the Section 6 tournament.
Yeah, they played the game that they wanted. Good possession, good passing, good defense. I was really impressed with their transition when they went to the counterattack. And as we mentioned before, the long passes, not just kick the ball, but kick it to somebody.
And so the clock reaches 0, and Wayzata with a great performance here tonight as they dominate 3 goals in each half, and they eliminate Hopkins from the Section 6 tournament. And again, the Trojans will be at home Saturday afternoon for semifinal round action, as will the Wayzata girls. Hope you've enjoyed this one here tonight. Thanks so much for watching Playoff Soccer on CCX. For Sig Lagry and all of our crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. Again, your final is Wayzata 6, Hopkins 0.